Have you ever felt a gentle breeze brush your cheek and wondered, where were you before you found me? Or stood in a powerful gust and asked, are you alive? Here's a mind-bending fact to start us off. Wind is invisible, but it is born. It travels, it works, it grows tired, and it dies. Over and over again. Today, let me tell you the life story of wind, as if it were a living character moving through our world. Wind begins its life not with a sound, but with uneven sunlight. The sun shines on Earth, but not evenly. Some places get warm sunlight for many hours. Other places stay cool, shaded, or icy. This uneven heating is the first ingredient of wind. Imagine a crowded room. On one side, people are dancing and jumping, getting hot and sweaty. On the other side, people are sitting quietly near an open window, feeling cool. The hot side feels cramped and uncomfortable. People want space. They start moving toward the cooler side. Air behaves the same way. When sunlight warms the ground, the air touching it heats up too. Warm air becomes lighter. Its tiny air particles start bouncing around faster and spreading apart. Because it is lighter, warm air rises, floating upward like a balloon. Now something important happens. As warm air rises, it leaves behind a space with lower air pressure, like an empty chair in that crowded room. Nature hates empty spaces. Cooler, heavier air nearby rushes in to fill the gap. That rushing air is wind. So the exact ingredients of wind are the sun's energy, warm air rising, cool air sinking, air pressure differences pulling air from one place to another. No magic, no mystery, just invisible particles responding to heat and gravity. The moment air begins to move sideways across the land or sea, wind takes its first breath. Once born, wind never likes to sit still. It begins its journey close to the ground, sliding over grass, rooftops, oceans, and deserts. Some winds are shy and gentle, barely strong enough to move a leaf. Others are bold and loud, roaring through trees and cities. As wind travels, Earth begins to shape its path. The planet spins. This spin causes a strange twist called the Coriolis effect. It gently bends the path of wind, curving it instead of letting it travel straight. That's why winds swirl around storms instead of rushing straight in. Wind also changes as it meets obstacles. Mountains push wind upward, cooling it, and sometimes squeezing rain from it. Forests slow it down, making it whisper. Open oceans let it race freely, gathering speed and strength. Along the way, wind becomes a powerful worker. It carries clouds, moving rain from one land to another. It spreads seeds, helping plants travel and grow far from their parents. It sculpts sand dunes, carving deserts grain by grain. It shapes coastlines, cools overheated cities, and powers sails, kites, and wind turbines. Wind even talks to the ocean. When wind blows across water, it pulls at the surface, creating ripples. Stronger winds make waves. Over time, steady winds shape ocean currents that move heat around the planet, helping keep Earth from freezing at the poles or boiling at the equator. Sometimes, wind grows intense emotions. When warm, moist air rises rapidly and cold air rushes in fast, wind can become furious, turning into storms, cyclones, and hurricanes. These are moments when wind carries enormous energy, spinning, lifting, and reshaping everything in its path. Yet even in its wildest moments, wind is still following the same simple rules it learned at birth. Move from high pressure to low pressure, from crowded to empty, from heavy to light. No wind lasts forever. As wind travels, it slowly loses the conditions that gave it life. The temperature difference that started it begins to fade. Warm air cools, cool air warms, air pressure starts to balance out, like a room where everyone finally has enough space. Friction also tires the wind. As it scrapes along the ground, bumps into trees, buildings, hills, and waves, wind loses energy. Each collision steals a tiny bit of its strength. Strong winds weaken into breezes. Breezes soften into barely noticeable movements. Sometimes wind rises high into the sky. Up there, winds can travel long distances as jet streams, fast rivers of air high above the earth. But even these powerful winds eventually slow, bend, and dissolve as temperature differences even out. Wind doesn't disappear suddenly. It fades, like a sigh at the end of a long day. So what happens when wind dies? It doesn't vanish. It becomes still air again. When air pressure evens out and temperatures balance, there is no longer a reason for air to rush anywhere. The movement stops. Wind rests. But this rest is never permanent. The sun keeps shining. The earth keeps spinning. Day turns into night. Land heats faster than oceans. Seasons change. Soon, somewhere else on the planet, warm air will rise again. Cool air will rush in. A new empty space will call for movement, and wind will be born again. Wind has no single birthplace and no final grave. It is constantly being born in one place, traveling in another, and fading away somewhere else, all at the same time. Right now, as you listen, thousands of winds are living their lives. A soft breeze cooling a child's face, a strong gust filling a sail, a swirling wind shaping a storm far at sea. Each one began with sunlight and ends in stillness, only to be reborn again. Wind is the breath of our planet. It connects the sky to the ground, the ocean to the land, the sun to every living thing. Though invisible, it leaves fingerprints everywhere. On trees, clouds, dunes, waves, and even on you. So the next time you feel wind move past you, remember, you're not just feeling air. You're meeting a traveler, born from sunlight, shaped by earth, living a brief but powerful life, right beside you.